Most people come to me thinking they have a motivation problem. They don't. And before this video is over, I'm going to show you exactly what's actually standing between you and the results you've been chasing. I've had this conversation more times than I can count. A new client sits down with me. They're frustrated, they're exhausted, and honestly, they're a little embarrassed. They've tried everything, the diets, the programs, the challenges, and they look at me and say, I just can't stick to anything. Sound familiar? Here's what I tell them every single time. It's not a willpower issue. It's an information issue. And that changes everything. If you've ever felt like you're doing everything right and still not seeing results, drop a yes in the comments right now. Because I want to know I'm not the only one who's heard this story 100 times. Okay, so let me explain you the very first thing I go through with every single new client. And listen to me, this isn't complicated. But it is the thing most people skip, and it's exactly why they stay stuck. Fat loss comes down to one non-negotiable truth. You have to be in a calorie deficit. That means your body is burning more energy than you're giving it. That's it. That's the foundation. Everything else, the timing, the food choices, the workouts, it all sits on top of that foundation. But here's where it gets interesting. A calorie deficit doesn't mean starving yourself. It doesn't mean eating lettuce and sadness for 6 months. I know, that's what it feels like sometimes. It means eating slightly less than your body needs to maintain its current weight. We're talking 300 to 500 calories less per day. That's it. Not 1,000, not 1,500. A small, sustainable gap. And guess what? Most people who come to me aren't eating too much. They're eating too little during the day and then too much at night because they're absolutely starving. Do you know what I'm saying? The restriction backfires every time. Now, this next part is important because a calorie deficit alone isn't enough. And this is the part most fat loss advice completely ignores. You need to be eating enough protein. Here's the truth, protein is the reason some people lose fat and look amazing, and others lose fat and just look smaller but still soft. The difference is muscle, and protein protects your muscle while you're in a deficit, right? One of my clients, Anita, came to me having already lost some weight on her own, but she was frustrated because she didn't look the way she expected to look. She was smaller, but not stronger, not tighter. We looked at her protein intake and it was completely inadequate. We fixed that. We built her a proper deficit with the right macro split. And she lost 24 pounds in 12 weeks and walked away stronger than she'd ever been in her life. And I mean that stronger than ever. That's what protein does. So here's the third thing I tell every new client. And honestly, this one's the game changer. You have to actually know your numbers. Not guess them, not estimate them, know them. That means finding your TDEE, your total daily energy expenditure, which is how many calories your body burns in a day. Then setting a calorie target below that. Then setting a protein target based on your body weight. And then tracking even just for a few weeks so you actually understand what you're eating. This is very important. Most people have never done this, and most people are shocked when they do. Harpreet is another client of mine who thought he was eating pretty well. He was a busy guy, grab and go meals, client lunches, not a lot of time to think about food. When we actually tracked what he was eating, the numbers told a completely different story. We cleaned it up, we hit his targets, and guess what? He dropped 6 pounds and inches off his waist in just 8 weeks without changing his entire life, just by actually knowing his numbers. So let me give you something practical right now, something you can do today. Step 1, Google a TDE calculator and find your maintenance calories. Step 2, subtract 300 to 500 calories from that number. That's your daily calorie target. Step 3, set your protein goal at 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. And step 4, download MyFitnessPal or Chronometer and start tracking today just for 2 weeks. Trust me on this one. The awareness alone will change how you eat. And here's what Anita, Harpreet, and every client I've ever worked with has in common. They didn't need a harder program. They didn't need more discipline. They needed a clear plan built around their actual body and their actual life. That's what made the difference. So here's the thing. If you want a plan built specifically around your body and your goals, that's exactly what I do with my one-on-one coaching clients. If you're local, we can work together one-on-one, in studio, or from the comfort of your home. I offer fully customized personal training and nutrition coaching, so we're covering everything. Your workouts, your macros, your nutrition, all of it dialed in for you. I also offer online coaching, which gives you a fully customized workout plan for fat loss and muscle building, macro and nutrition guidance, regular check-ins, monthly progress assessments, and full access to my app. Everything is adjusted every single month based on how your body is responding. Nothing is ever set and forget. The link is in the description if you want to apply. Okay, back to what we were talking about. You don't need another diet. You don't need to eat less and suffer more. You need the right information, the right numbers, and a plan that actually fits your life. You now know how your metabolism actually works. You know what's been keeping the scale stuck, and you know what to do differently. The rest is up to you. Now, once your nutrition is dialed in and you're actually eating in a deficit with enough protein, that's when people start asking me about supplements. And the one that comes up more than anything else, especially from women, is creatine. Is it safe? Will it make you bulky? Do you even need it? I'm answering all of it in the next video. I'll see you in the next one.